Have you ever wondered why your life feels quieter than most? Why other people seem surrounded by crowds, invitations, and constant chatter, while your own phone barely lights up? At first glance, it feels like something is missing. Loneliness creeps in, whispering that perhaps you're failing where others succeed. But what if I told you that the lack of friends in your life is not a curse, but a clue? Not evidence of weakness, but a sign of strength. Today we're going to uncover why having fewer friends, or sometimes none at all, isn't proof that you're broken. It might be proof that you are rare. Stay until the end, because the last reflection will change how you see solitude forever. Albert Einstein once admitted that solitude was essential for his creativity. He needed silence, time, and space to think. Surrounded by too much noise, he would lose the clarity that gave birth to his genius. And long before him, the Stoics taught the same lesson. Marcus Aurelius wrote that a person who is at peace with themselves is never truly alone. Epictetus reminded his students to guard their circle carefully, because the wrong company corrupts character faster than you realize. And Seneca, the great Roman philosopher, often warned that it's better to walk alone than to follow a crowd rushing toward emptiness. If history's brightest minds found strength in solitude, then perhaps your quiet path is not a flaw, but a reflection of your depth. Let's explore 4 powerful insights that reveal what the lack of friends actually means and why it might be one of the clearest signs that you are building a life of real strength. Insight 1. Depth doesn't thrive in shallow waters. Think about the last time you tried to talk about something meaningful with people who only live for gossip or distractions. The conversation probably fell flat. Your thoughts were too heavy for their surface. That mismatch can feel isolating, but it is actually a sign that you are not meant to live on the surface. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." If your thoughts are rich, reflective, and intentional, then shallow circles will never feel like home. Many people connect quickly because their relationships demand nothing of them, just laughter, entertainment, and convenience. But if you crave honesty, depth, and loyalty, you will not fit in easily. And that's not a weakness. It's proof that you carry a different frequency. Being rare means you can't be everywhere at once. Insight 2. Solitude is the training ground of self-mastery. Why do so many people fear being alone? Because the silence forces them to face their own minds. They run toward constant company, not out of love for others, but out of fear of themselves. If you can endure the quiet, if you can sit alone without feeling like you're breaking, that is strength. Epictetus told his students, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." In other words, the path of growth often looks strange to others. When you choose solitude instead of empty company, some may call you antisocial, but in reality, you are training your mind. You are building the skill of anchoring your peace within. Imagine the difference. Someone who needs constant chatter to survive versus someone who can stand in silence and feel complete. Which one is truly free? Solitude is not punishment. It is practice. Insight 3. Quality outweighs quantity every time. Picture 2 scenes. At one table, 20 people talk loudly, laugh at half-hearted jokes, and share moments that dissolve as quickly as they came. At another table, there is just one person, but every word exchanged is genuine. Every silence feels safe. Which table would you rather sit at? Seneca once wrote, "Associate with people who will make a better man of you. Welcome those whom you can make better." The value of a friendship lies not in numbers, but in nourishment. A single loyal companion can bring more light than 100 acquaintances. So if your life looks quiet right now, if your contacts list is short, don't see that as emptiness. See it as filtration. You are refusing to sell your energy cheaply. You are protecting your soul from the exhaustion of maintaining connections that have no roots. Insight 4. The right people appear in the right season. Nature teaches us patience. Flowers don't bloom in winter. Fruit doesn't ripen in a day. Yet we expect friendships to appear instantly, as if the right people should arrive on demand. The Stoics warned us against this illusion. You cannot control who enters or leaves your life. You cannot force others to understand you, value you, or stay with you. But you can remain authentic. You can keep your values clear. And when you do, those values act like a beacon. Slowly but surely, people who share your depth will be drawn to your light. Think of it this way. If you always dim your brightness just to fit in, the people who could truly value you may never even see you. But if you stand firm, even in solitude, you make it possible for the right eyes to notice, the right hearts to connect, and the right friendships to form. So what does the lack of friends really indicate? It indicates that you have standards, that you are unwilling to waste time on hollow connections, that you would rather walk alone than follow a crowd running in the wrong direction. This isn't weakness. It is strength. It is proof that you know the value of your own company. The next time you feel the sting of emptiness, remember Einstein's Solitude. Remember Marcus Aurelius's Calm. Remember Seneca's reminder that the crowd is often misguided. Remember Epictetus's call to self-mastery. And most of all, remember that great souls are rarely understood at first glance. Depth attracts depth, but slowly. In the meantime, use this season to build yourself. Strengthen your body. Expand your mind. Nurture your spirit. Let solitude become your forge. Resilience and clarity are formed. Because when the right people come, they won't be rescuers from your loneliness. They will be companions to your fullness. They will not demand that you shrink or compromise your values. They will recognize your depth because they carry their own. And those bonds, rare, authentic, enduring, are worth more than 1,000 empty names in your contact list. The lack of friends in your life is not proof that you are unworthy. It is proof that you refuse to settle, that your light is too strong to be hidden in shallow crowds, that you know peace in solitude is better than chaos in company, that your heart is waiting, not for anyone, but for the right ones. So keep walking your path with dignity. Don't chase what does not nourish you. Don't confuse being surrounded with being fulfilled. And never forget, it is far better to stand alone with truth than to sit in a crowd built on lies. If this message spoke to you, I want you to do 3 things right now. First, subscribe to Stoic Spring. By subscribing, you'll build the habit of caring for your inner peace and growing in maturity every single day. Second, like this video so that more people who need this reminder can find it. And third, write in the comments, "I value quality over quantity." That will tell me you stayed until the end and that you are committed to walking this path of strength. And before you leave, choose one of the videos appearing here on the side. Just like this one, it may not only change how you think, but also how you choose to live.